Welcome to Football Fandom UK. About as organised. How's it going, guys? So we're here for a live match watch along. Liverpool visiting Newcastle. So it should be a good game, this one, guys. I hope you're all right. Hope you guys are all okay. Please do hit that like button. Drop your comments in the chat. Be good to hear from you. This game's already started off quite interesting. We're only a minute in. Oh, there we go, guys. Sorry, just a bit late getting on then. So Liverpool in possession at the back at the moment. As they pass it amongst themselves at the back. Hope you guys are all right. Hope you've been enjoying the football this afternoon. Unfortunately, I missed quite a big chunk of it. But here to enjoy this game now. So Newcastle in possession at the moment on the far side of the pitch. Ball forward, but Alisson comes out and gathers it quite comfortably for Liverpool. Sorry, guys. Itching my eye. Liverpool now in possession as they move down that far side of the pitch. I want to hear from you guys what your thoughts are on these two teams, whether you think this, how you think this is going to turn out. If we look at Newcastle's recent form, there's a good chance this could end a draw because they've been getting a lot of draws. But obviously, Liverpool getting back to winning ways last week against Everton would be interesting to see how that's had an impact on their confidence. But Newcastle here, starting all guns blazing, just had another opportunity, saved comfortably by Alisson. So concern early on for Liverpool as a way that Newcastle have just cut them wide open at the back. And now Liverpool on the far side coming with the ball as they look to cut inside to the middle of the park, but lose the possession. Oh. So Newcastle now in possession, deep inside their own half of the pitch. Best atmosphere at Newcastle this season for a number of years. Crossing to the box from Newcastle, cleared and headed away by Liverpool, and another attempted cross from St. Maxim has gone way wide and out on the far side for a corner, for a goal kick. So just coming up to 5 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. But Liverpool not having much opportunity getting forward at the moment. It's been majority of it's been Newcastle. How's it going, Stevie? Stevie's saying, hi, guys. Should be a good game. This absolutely. Hopefully it will be. I'm kind of torn. I like both of these clubs, so obviously I always try to approach as many games as possible. as neutral, and but as you guys know, you always have in the back of your mind a particular favourite in a game. But with this game, it's really difficult because I do like both of these two clubs. Um, Very passionate fan bases, and clubs with well, obviously we know Liverpool got great history. Newcastle have got good history, but they could definitely do with improving on it with the trophy collection, and obviously that now under their new ownership, that's what they're going to be looking to do. So Liverpool in possession now as they regain it at the back from Newcastle. Fabinho moving the ball forward up into the middle of the park, and now out to that far side with Nunes now looking to come inside to get in across. Cross comes in. It's cut back actually, but uh, Newcastle managing to clear it, but only as far as just outside their box. And Liverpool just trying to get themselves going at the minute. They're not looking menacing going forward at the minute. But it is early in the game. They're obviously maybe just a bit cautious with the fact that Newcastle riding the crest of a wave at the minute. So understandable that Liverpool might take a more cautious approach to this game. But they still have to believe in themselves. They're still a dangerous team. They've still got plenty of talent in that squad, and they've just got to believe in their own ability, the same way that Newcastle are doing. It's amazing what a job Eddie Howe's doing up there in Newcastle. He's doing fantastic work. We expected Newcastle to be improving with massive investment, but we're actually seeing that with the work that Eddie Howe is doing, that yes, there's been investment in Newcastle, but it's not been dramatic. It's not been, it's not been anywhere near like the crazy kind of figures that we see that we've seen Liverpool, Man City, Man United, and Chelsea play out in least in the last few seasons. So Eddie Howe just proving that it's not all about the money. If you can get the right manager and you can get the right players, you can still build a team that can compete. And I think that's the one thing you can take out of this season with Newcastle and Eddie Howe. Obviously, Newcastle are going to probably plough a lot of money into this club over the next couple of seasons. Their owners with big ambitions, but like I say, they're showing this season that you can still achieve good things. You can achieve success. You can compete well with just a hard-working team and a good manager. Stevie's saying, agree, Gaz, Eddie doing a great job. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Like I say, I'm impressed with him. So yeah, as I say, I'm impressed with him. Stevie, he's doing a fantastic job. But like I just said, it just shows what he's doing, that you don't need all them millions. That if you've got a good manager and you buy the right players, you can compete with just a hard-working team. And at the minute, that's what Newcastle are doing. Yeah, yeah, they've got a couple of opportunities for Liverpool. Goal! Darwin Nunes there with a goal. And that will probably do his confidence the world of good, as he's been struggling to find his best form since he come to Liverpool. I'm sure we're going to see a check here from VAR. Um, he wasn't offside. There was a player on this near side there for Liverpool that may have been offside, but he's not interfering with play. Definitely Nunes, just seeing the replay now, not offside. Definitely not offside. And what a way for Liverpool to start the game and take the sting out of what could be a really difficult afternoon. All right, so we're looking for. Oh, come on! You can clearly see he's trying to get his arm out of the way there. You can, honest to God, this technology is a load of nonsense, isn't it? You can clearly see he's trying to get his arm out of the way. His handball is where it's meant to be deliberate and intentional. That is not deliberately intentional, and you can see that he is trying to get his arm out of the way. It's a goal. Right, yes, the referee has given it, and rightly so. Unbelievable that took so long to check that. This is where you're micromanaging the game, guys, because all you had to do was look at that image and see that Darwin Núñez moved his arm back. You could see him moving his arm back because he's trying to avoid making contact with the ball with his arm. So it's bizarre why it's taking VAR referees so long to work out such a simple decision. It's bizarre. It really is. Like I say, guys, the FA and the Premier League are trying to micromanage the game. They've gone from managing it inadequately to now managing it excessively. And it's getting ridiculous. It really is. This is why we need fans coming together to fight this kind of. It's politics in football. That's what they're doing. They're trying to make it like politics where you micromanage everything. And it's just wrong because the game is supposed to be about scoring goals and entertainment. And we want VAR to assist the referee, not to control the game. Absolutely shocking, that, guys. Really is shocking that the referees took so long to make a decision about that. How's it going, Joey? Welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. I'm sure you're buzzing with Liverpool taking the early lead. Just coming up to 13 minutes gone. So good to see you, mate. How's things with you? Hopefully you're okay, mate. Joey's saying, come on, Liverpool. Absolutely. Obviously, Joey being a massive Liverpool fan. And Joey saying, get in. Yes, obviously buzzing with that early goal for Liverpool. Joey saying, do you think Klopp has found his magic again? Laugh out loud. Possibly, mate. I have no doubts with Klopp. I think he's a fantastic manager. I think if he feels the support of the fans, the love of the fans, the players, buy into his philosophy, there's no reason why Liverpool can't get back to where they were, doing well, competing for trophies on all fronts. There's no question Klopp's a good manager. Like I said earlier in the season, guys, for me, the problems that Liverpool are having, I think, are just more mentally and physically tired through the demands of what they've put themselves through over the last couple of seasons, competing for everything. And last season, as we saw, they competed for all the trophies and only walked away with the League Cup and the FA Cup. And maybe that just had a bit of a mental effect on the players and the manager, just feeling like they just, underachieved for their efforts. And I think, like I say, I think this season we're just seeing a bit of burnout from Liverpool. I'm sure they'll get back to the level that they were at previously at some point. It may even not properly kick in until next season. But like I say, when you're competing on all fronts for trophies, competing with a club like Manchester City, as intense as it's been for Liverpool, competing for that title against City in the last few seasons, being the only club doing it, eventually you are going to get, you are going to get a burnout. You are going to get where your players are just mentally shattered. They might be able to still look physically fit, but we don't know what it does to your mind. Your mind is a really strange thing, guys, isn't it? That's why we're out seeing all this this hype in the last couple of years about mental health and stuff like that, because the mind is something that it's probably humanity's weakness, if anything, because your own worst enemy can be yourself sometimes. You get my meaning, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. I just mean that, like, speaking, logically, looking for some logic into why Liverpool have been underachieving. But at the same time, like I said previously, Newcastle, they did massive credit because Eddie Howe is doing fantastic. And now, sorry guys, just to break off there, an opportunity for Newcastle, but ends up going straight to the goalkeeper. and Liverpool will build again from the back. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm impressed with what Eddie Howe's doing up at Newcastle, because I think he is showing that you don't need millions and millions of pounds. And we know that Newcastle are sooner or later going to start spending big, stupid money. But I think the way they're doing it at the minute is really sensible. They've brought in a good manager, and he's building a hard-working team at the minute. He's not looking to, invest. Obviously he's going to take advantage of the fact that the owners want to spend money. What manager wouldn't? But my point is, he's recognised that you got to do it a bit at a time, and he's gone in there and he's built a hard-working team, and now they can use that team to get themselves up the league, qualify potentially for European competition, whether it's Champions League or Europa League, and then increase the squad and bring in more talent, and then obviously they'll be able to push on from there. But yeah, very impressed with Eddie Howe this season. But as for Liverpool, I have absolute faith that Klopp. Oh, an opportunity for Liverpool here. Oh, another goal. Second goal for Liverpool. What a start. Well, this is not quite going how I expected it to go. I expected Liverpool to step up and be more improved with their confidence after their win against Everton at the weekend, getting them back on winning ways. But I thought that this game would be quite a cagey first half an hour, to be honest, guys. Both teams obviously more than capable of competing. They both got quality players, but like I say, I was expecting more of a cagey first 20 minutes, half an hour. But Liverpool with a 2-0 lead, as Gakpo has scored the second for Liverpool, and now we're having another VAR check. Honest to God, that is micromanaged. I could see from here he's not offside. So why did he need to look at it for so long? Are you seeing this, guys? That is not offside. Why do the referees need to look at it for so long? You can clearly see a black sleeve just ahead of the red sleeve. It's madness, this VAR, innit? It really is madness. It's not the VAR that's the problem. It's the people that are managing it that's the problem. That's my opinion anyway. Thanks for that, Stevie. Joey's saying, hi, Stevie, how are you doing? Nice one, Joey. Stevie's saying, yeah, all good, thanks. You too. Awesome. Thanks, Stevie. We're still waiting for this check, guys, for VAR. Maggie's saying, hello, Fanden. How's it going, Maggie? Welcome to the show, mate. Great to have you with us. Hopefully you've enjoyed your afternoon of football. Disappointing afternoon, to be fair, for Bolton. Obviously, Maggie being a Bolton fan, I'm a Bolton fan as well. Very disappointing afternoon. That seems to be our Achilles heel at the minute, is playing away from home, where we're not always showing our best form. But good afternoon to you, Maggie. Hope you're okay, mate, despite today's result with Bolton. Maggie also saying, very torn in this one. Want Liverpool to win. For Joey, but it's been nice to see Newcastle on the up. Absolutely well said, Maggie. Couldn't have said it any better, mate. Couldn't have said it any better. That's exactly how I feel. I like both clubs. I'm very torn. I'm watching this more as a neutral because I like both clubs. I think they're both fantastic clubs, and the fans. They love football. These two clubs are full of fans that truly love football. I know they've got probably a few fans that are a bit strange, shall we say, but I think most clubs have got odd fans. But we both, I'm sure you guys know as well as I do that these are two clubs with very knowledgeable and passionate fans. So we got a yellow card issued by the referee for a challenge on this near side. For Fabinho again, he's always in the thick of it. He comes sliding in. Honest, I've never known a Brazilian player like him apart from Firmino. It's like a different vibe with this generation of Brazilian players. When I was younger, the Brazilians, you couldn't touch them without them falling over. But this generation of Brazilian players, is amazing. Apart with the exception of Neymar, obviously, because he likes to fall over like a feather. But you know what I mean. There's some very very manly Brazilian players coming through that like to play physically, and that's great to see because that was one thing when I was younger I didn't like about Brazil. The Brazil team, full of a lot of players that like to go on over very easily. Um, and I think it just spoils the game, guys, when you have players looking for uh, long ball down the field here, and the goalkeeper's come out here. Handball. Is this going to? Oh, red red card. Is that the goalkeeper sent off? The goalkeeper, Newcastle goalkeeper sent off, guys. He's come out way out of his box and handled the ball. Oh my God! Can you believe how this game is going? Unbelievable. Absolutely shocking that he's done that. I think even Eddie Howe's stood on the touchline in disbelief, guys. So Nick Pope with a red card for Newcastle. So Newcastle now down to 10 men and going to be forced to make a change for the goalkeeper. I don't know what he was thinking there. He's come out of his box and he's handled the ball miles away from his area as well. So I don't know what he was thinking there. Long ball up the field from Alisson. Mo Salah running onto it. And the goalkeeper, I think he's just complete. Oh, the only explanation I can think for that is the goalkeeper has thought that he's just completely forgot how far he's come out of his area. I think he's tried to head it. I think he's tried to head it. It's a clear handball, no question about it. But I think the goalkeeper has initially tried to head the ball back up the field. That's a really strange one, that, guys. It really is strange. So we just got a pause in the game at the minute. Obviously, Eddie Howe going to have to reshuffle his pack. And one thing you don't want to lose in a game is your goalkeeper. What a strange, bizarre thing to happen in a game. Really unusual. We very rarely see goalkeepers getting themselves in that kind of a situation. But yeah, sorry, back to comments. Thanks for that, Maggie. Joey's saying, no worries, Maggie. That's understandable. Liverpool all the way today. Laugh out loud, obviously, Joey. Massive Liverpool fan, totally understandable. Absolutely. And Joey there, yes. Joey's saying, loving my new lucky pants, gas. Laugh out loud. Joey with his lucky pants on. He's got new lucky pants, and they seem to be working a treat for you. He bought them last weekend, and they've worked since he bought them. They've been working. So we're having Martin Dubravka on, and I'm sorry, I missed the play there that's just had to come off. Shame for him. He's been having to, obviously, one of the outfield players being sacrificed to make the goalkeeper change. Getting a round of applause from the Newcastle fans. But yeah, that's quality, Joey. Joey, we're loving the lucky pants. Mini Mo, welcome to the show, mate. Good. How's it going? Mini Mo saying, evening all. Joey, 2-0 already. Yeah, and a good win for you guys today as well, Mini, with Hibs winning. So I'm sure you're in positive spirits, mate. So we got free kick for Liverpool from the spot where the goalkeeper handled the ball. Free kick taken, headed on, and goalkeeper with a comfortable save there in the end. Maggie's saying very gutted about Bolton today, but it was a tough fixture. It was, mate. It was a tough fixture, and I think, like I say, our players just seem to be letting themselves down away from home, not recognising that you're going to get a tougher game from a lot of teams away from home, because obviously we know the philosophy in football: win your home games and try and get whatever points you can on the road, and then see where you are at the end of the season. and and Bolton just need to. The players just need to realise that they just need to recognise that you are going to get a much tougher game away from home. Um, but yeah, like I say, mate, I was gutted, but I think it's just typical. Like whenever Bolton lose, it just seems to go with the way my week's gone. So if I have a good week, I can expect Bolton to win, but if I have a bad week, I can expect them to lose. And I'm not saying I've had a really bad week. It's just been very hectic and stressful this week. So not a surprise that my team have lost. Joey saying hi, Minnie. Yes, absolutely buzzing. Yeah, Joey buzzing, and I'm sure kissing the lucky pants as well. Minnie saying keep it off. Yeah, big shocker that, mate. Big shocker. Minnie saying my team won today too, Joey. Yep, I saw that, mate. Saw the results before. Buzzing for you, mate. Joey saying, "Oh my God, I'm not complaining, but what was he thinking?" Absolutely, yeah. Joey's reaction to the goalkeeper and his bizarre. I'm stunned. I'd like to say, if you watch the replay, Joey, I think if you look at it, it looks like the goalkeeper's tried to head it, but he's got that low to the ground that the ball has kind of ended up getting trapped between his head and the ground. And then he's been, obviously a goalkeeper's so used to using his hand, he's just used his hand to move the ball away, and he's obviously just maybe forgot for a split second that he's no longer in his area. Um, that's why, for me, guys, I'm a bit of a traditional Swiss goalkeeper. I'm not a big fan of goalkeepers coming out of their area. Stay in your area. That's your comfort zone. That's where you're meant to do your work. Stay there. But obviously, nowadays, managers are encouraging keepers to do this sweeper keeper role and stuff like that. So we're seeing, a lot more variety in how a goalkeeper is involved in the game. But yeah, Joey, I was shocked with that as well, mate. Unbelievable. Joey saying, I know, mate. Brill result 2-0 was sending my positive vibes to you. Laugh out loud. Awesome. So the ball with the Newcastle goalkeeper at the moment. Newcastle now build from the back. You're just joining us, guys. It's currently Newcastle 0, Liverpool 2. Newcastle made a really good start in the first 10 minutes, but Liverpool eventually managed to ride that little storm at the start of the game, and then eventually, I think it was about 12 minutes in when they scored the first goal. But an interesting start to this one, guys. Lots of talking points already, and we're just coming up to 29 minutes gone. The ball's with Liverpool on this near side. Just I think the players just taking a breather at the minute with the pace of the game just slowed down slightly. Maybe maybe all the players are still in a bit of shock from what happened with the goalkeeper. A good opportunity to come to some comments while the game's a little bit quieter. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. My Minimo saying, don't know why I'm laughing. Pope is my keeper on fantasy football. I don't know, mate. I've never played that fantasy football. But you're probably laughing because you're in good spirits, mate. Your team got a good result today, so it always puts you in positive spirits, and rightly so. Newcastle now with the ball out on that far side. Robertson trying to clear it for Liverpool, but only has managed to clear it slightly. And now Newcastle pick up the possession just on the edge of the Liverpool area. Bear with me a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So, sorry, guys, just a little issue there. I've got to try and remedy it now. Sorry, guys. Come on. Sorry, guys. I've lost my feed. Stupid thing. I hate technology. Oh, for crying out loud. Sorry, guys. I'm having major technical problems here. Why is it not remembering? All right. Apologies for this, guys. I'm having a major technical problem here. All my computers have stopped working, and I don't understand why. There's only my Chrome. Luckily, um, the stream's not on a normal computer. I've got that part covered. Do it on a Chromebook so that it's safer. Less likely that the stream collapse. Through trying earlier streams, I'd found out that doing it on the computer, you could have this kind of problem happen. So that's why we stream using the Chromebook. So there you go, guys. I've got no game. Just have to listen to it through the radio. So thanks for that, Minimo. So, guys, yeah, sorry, I'll just have to manage with it through the radio for now. So where was Sam Thornton? Big loss for Bolton today. The playoffs are looking very tight now. Yeah, they are, but I'm not. As I keep saying, I'm not. I'm not really interested in the playoffs. I'd rather Bolton go get promoted by winning the league or going automatically. To me, the club should be asking big questions. A club the size of Bolton, with no disrespect to every other club in that league, if Bolton can't get out of that league, um, without needing to look over the shoulder, there's something wrong. We don't deserve to go into the championship, because for me, Bolton, I've been watching Bolton for years, and for me, Bolton is a club that should be in the championship. So, like I said, for me, it's I'm seeing a lot of Bolton fans on social media looking over the shoulder at other clubs' results. We shouldn't need to do that. If we can't get out of it without looking over our shoulders, then I'll be happy to stay in League One for another season, because I'm not being funny, but what's the point in having bigger ambitions to go up the leagues and play in the Championship and possibly the Premier League in the future if we can't even win League One? That's the way I look at it. We should be winning this league, no question. Yes, it's not going to be done overnight. Yes, you need to sign the right players. But for me, guys, like I said, I think you need to. Bolton fans need a little bit of reality check to not be looking over their shoulder at other clubs and just concentrate on our own results. Because if Bolton do what they're supposed to do on the pitch, then we should be winning more games and be up there at the top, as far as I'm concerned. But like I say, football doesn't always work like that, does it, guys? But thanks for that, Sam. Great to see you, mate. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you're doing okay. Um, Thank you very much for dropping in. Minimo saying more positive vibes next week too, Joey. Fair enough, mate. Joey saying laugh out loud, maybe time to change that. Keep the faith, Sam. Minimo saying. I'm not sure Sam's a Bolton fan. I think he's just talking about Bolton. I don't know if he's actually. I can't remember what club he actually supports, to be honest, guys. But thanks for that, Minnie. Joey's saying, "Hi, Sam. You a Bolton fan?" I don't think he is. I don't. I can't remember what club. I think he's Barnsley fan or something like that. So yeah. But thanks for the positive messages, guys. Appreciated. Minnie Mo saying, "No, Billy, tonight. What is going on with his team?" Um, Yeah, I don't know. I've not seen him for a few days. Think we've seen him at the beginning of the week, mate. I've not seen Billy most of this week, to be honest. Think the last time he came in was Tuesday, I think, if I remember rightly. But he might just be busy with family stuff, mate. He might just have other things going on at the minute. Joey's saying Billy must be in hiding. Laugh out loud. They lost again today. Think Potter going to get his P45. I know it's not looking good now, is it, for Potter? Really struggling to get his ideas across down there at Chelsea. Ben Denbo, welcome to Fanden UK. Great to have you with us, mate. Should be a new rule. Keepers can't come out of their area. Give strikers more chances. Yeah, I'm not sure it's. I'm not sure it should be a rule, mate. But I agree with you. I think it's the modern game now. Obviously, this sweeper keeper idea that managers are buying into, and they're encouraging keepers to come out of their area. And I think it's absolute nuts. To be fair, guys, absolutely nuts. Um, I can't believe the keeper's come out and done that. I can't believe he's got himself in that kind of situation. Um, but But yeah, I think you're onto something there. I'm not sure you can make it a rule, to be fair, mate. But I agree with you. I agree that goalkeepers should not be coming out their area. That's their job. They're a goalkeeper. They're called a goalkeeper for a reason. To potentially try and keep the goal safe from conceding goals. So concentrate on that. Managers that are asking goalkeepers to do more are asking for problems, in my opinion. But well said. Denbo. Like I said, I'm not sure you could make a rule out of it, mate, but I get your meaning. Very stupid decision from the goalkeeper. But thank you very much for dropping in and coming sharing your thoughts. Great to have you with us, mate. And welcome, like I say, welcome to the show and welcome to Fandon. Joey saying, hi, Den. It's a shocking. It's shocking. Don't understand why some keepers come out so far. Like I said, guys, some keepers are being encouraged more to do it with this sweeper keeper role. But it's not really working. It can work, but it's kind of it works in a perfectionist way. If you get my meaning. Um, but yeah, thanks for that, Joey. I agree, mate. To be fair, Mimo is saying hi, Den. Denbo, agree. We've said this many times on here. More goals is what we need. Absolutely, yeah. We want to see more goals. I totally agree with that. Minimo saying, well done, Southampton. Though, yeah, they got the win against Chelsea today. So yeah, congratulations to Southampton. Just as we were thinking they was going down, they're starting to fight their way out of it, aren't they? Or trying to. Sam Thornton saying, I see what you're saying, but there are lots of big clubs in League One, Derby, Sheffield Wednesday, Pompey, Ipswich, etc. Yes, you're absolutely right. Well said, Sam. But the difference is, even though there is big clubs in there, Derby are currently recovering from their ownership problems. And if you remember, mate, Bolton took a couple of seasons to recover from their ownership problems. So it's probably going to take Derby a couple of seasons to recover from their ownership problems. At the minute, they're not showing it because they're doing quite well in League One. But as I said earlier, talking to people on social media, I think that if they got promoted this season, I think they'd really struggle in the Championship because they haven't had enough time to rebuild that entire squad since their ownership problems. As for Portsmouth, have got their own issues at the minute. Lack of investment. Yes, totally agree. They are a big club, underachieving at the minute. They should be up there as well, competing at the top of the league, but their owner is refusing to invest money in the team. He's preferring to invest money in infrastructure and land around the club. So they're two reasons for those two clubs. Sheffield Wednesday, yes, a massive club, underachieving. But to be fair, I think they've been underachieving for quite a while. But yeah, they're up there, aren't they? Sheffield, to be fair, they're up there competing for those top places. So they're where they should be, really, in my opinion. And Ipswich, to be fair, I'm not quite familiar with where Ipswich are up to. They are a big club, you're right. So what you're saying there with all those clubs, they are big clubs. But like I say, straight away I would pick Portsmouth and Derby out for having off the field issues in recent seasons. Well, Portsmouth are still having off the field issues, and Derby have recently had off the field issues. So you could say they're probably doing a bit better than expected because, as you know, guys, when you have ownership problems in the lower leagues, the owner that messes things up normally leaves the club in all kinds of turmoil. So there's a period of a season or two when the new owner comes in to recover all that, to put everything right, to get the club back in the right direction, to get the squad well balanced again. So for me, like I say, I think Derby are doing a bit better. They are a big club. You're right to say it, Sam. They are definitely a big club. But like I say, I think they're doing a bit better than they should be doing at the minute with the fact of they've only just got new owners at the start of this season. And I'm sure they're still under a transfer embargo as well, Derby. So for me, the only two clubs there that you've named that should be competing at the top right now is Ipswich and Wednesday. But obviously, I would have thought Bolton as well. But Bolton are up there, but obviously dropped points today. But yeah, there's my logic for why I'm saying it, mate. You are right. There is a couple of other big clubs down there. But those other big clubs are down there for similar reasons that Bolton ended up down there through ownership problems and lack of investment and things like that. Most clubs that end up in League One, League Two, that that you would normally expect to see in the Championship or Premier League end up there because of bad ownership or bad financial management or because they overspend getting into the Premier League. That is the main reasons. Because like those clubs that you've just mentioned, they're all potentially Championship clubs. They all should be in the Championship. They're big enough. They've got big enough fan bases. They should be competing a bit higher than what they are. But like I say, for me, mate, Portsmouth and Derby, they don't come into it. Portsmouth are having a bad season so far, but that's understandable with what's going on at their club and the lack of investment in the team. But Derby, like I say, I think Derby are doing a bit better than I expected. But I think if they get promoted, I think they'd struggle in the Championship because they've not they've got a good team, but they haven't got an in-depth squad. Because, like I say, they came down with Championship players, so they've got some decent players, Sam. But like I say, they've not had that time to rejig their squad to account for League One and also to account for whatever damage the previous owner did to the squad. But that's just my thoughts. If you guys have a different opinion, share it. Share it. You're welcome to share it. Let me know your thoughts. Want to hear from you. Sorry, guys. It's just unbelievable. Oh, um, Mini Mo saying, Pope out the final now. What was he thinking? Um, yeah, would that affect his in the Carabao Cup? Yeah, I'm forgetting that carries over, doesn't it, guys? So yeah, that's a mega problem. Yeah, it's going to cause Newcastle some problems, that in it, with the cup final coming up. Um, Sorry, guys, I'm very distracted at the minute because I'm having to listen to what's being said about the game instead of watching it. So it's a bit off-putting to focus reading messages and trying to listen what's being said. Obviously, we're at half time, but I'm trying to listen to the reaction, what I'm hearing, the half time analysis to try and gauge what I've missed. Joey's saying, "Have you took him out yet? Him out? Laugh out loud. Took him out? Um, I don't follow that. Joey, sorry, mate. Um, have you took him out? know there was another player as well. I can't try and think. There was another Newcastle player that got a yellow card in the semi final, wasn't there? I think I got red carded or something, totting up cards or something. And I think he's missing until the cup final. Um, so yeah, it's sorry guys, I can't focus while listening to that. It's really too difficult that actually. So yeah, sorry guys. Um, yeah, I think like Newcastle with the fact that they're um pushing for the cup. I think they got to be careful with the way they're playing at the minute and not losing too many players. I don't understand why the keeper done that. Like I say, when I watched it in at full speed, it looked like like he'd done it without thinking. It looked like he'd handballed it with just not realizing he'd come out of his area. How the hell you come that far out and don't realize you come out your area? I don't know. But to me, initially, it looked like he'd not quite realised how far out he'd come. But then when you saw the replay and you saw it slowed down, um, you actually noticed that it's like you noticed the head movement, like he was trying to head it. Why you would dive that close to the ground, trying to head it? There was a game the other day we was watching, and again a player jumped really low to head a ball and almost got a boot to the head because he put his head so low trying to head it. I cannot. That's one thing I cannot understand. I know players are desperate to impress and desperate to make an impact for their team. But I would never understand why a player would risk a head injury by putting their head so low. But if you see what the keeper does when he does that, he actually does like nudge his head down low as if he's trying to head it. It's really strange. You have to watch the slow mo replay, guys, and you can see that his head movement is like it's hard to describe it. I'm trying to do it to try and show you. But if you look at it, it's like he's trying to head it. You watch the slow motion, and it's like he's trying to head it. But as he moves his head, the ball gets stuck like under his chin or under his face and trapped between the thing. And obviously, the ball's rolling. He's sliding along the pitch, and you see his head kind of jolt like that. And then he's forced to use his hand to push the ball away, so it doesn't, basically make him jolt his head back too far. Um, so yeah, like I say, bit of a strange one that guys. And like I say, I don't understand why he would take that risk to come so far out, and put his team in all kinds of problems. And now Newcastle down to 10 men, 2-0 down. So much work for them to do, but not impossible, not impossible. But I don't think they're going to win this game because simply because Newcastle have, they've been getting results by grinding out results, by grinding out games, by keeping it tight, compact, working hard, and making it difficult for the opposition to score. Um, that's how they've been getting a lot of their results. I'm not saying that's how they've got all their results, but it's how they've got quite a few of them. So I find it difficult to believe that they're gonna be able to find a way back from this from being 2-0 down because like I say, it's not impossible, and the way they're playing, they should be full of confidence to try. But like I say, um, I don't think that the way they've been playing is indicating to me that they can turn this result round at halftime. So we'll have to see. They may do, but I think it's a tough ask because, like I say, if you look over at Newcastle's results, there've been a lot of 1-1 draws, stuff like that. They've actually drawn quite a number of games actually. Um, I think if you actually went into the stats, I think you might find that they're one of the clubs that have drawn the most games in the league. But I'm not sure. Like I said, it's noticeable that they're one of the. If you look at the top of the table, and you look at obviously how the other clubs are doing, you can see the stats. It tells you wins, loss, draw, and I know that when I last looked at it, Newcastle had quite a significant amount of draws compared to the clubs around them. Um, Sorry, Joey, like I say, mate, not following that comment, mate. So if you want to explain that a lot bit better. Billy, Random Clips, evening. How's it going, Billy? Welcome to the show, mate. Good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. We were actually just talking about you about 5-10 minutes ago, saying that you'd not been on for a while. I imagine, I think the last time I saw you on here was Tuesday or something, mate. But good to see you. I hope you're doing okay. Sorry to see your team having another tough result. Really hard for you to take that one, mate. And it's not looking good at the minute, is it, for Graham Potter? It's a really tough one. Really tough one for you guys to take that, Chelsea fans. Like I said, I think Graham Potter is a good manager, but it's the same problem. We've seen this over before, guys. You bring in a manager from the lower, club that's not seen as the on the level as like Chelsea, Man United. We've seen it at United. We've seen it at Chelsea. It's a bit of football snobbery, I think, from players. We've seen it with David Moyes at Man United. Right from the day he walked into in through the door, you got the impression that the players didn't buy into him, into his ideas, didn't show him enough respect to give everything they got on the pitch. And before we knew it, he was out the door. And we've seen it with Chelsea, do it with other managers. We're seeing it now. I mean, Chelsea, probably one of the most ruthless clubs when it comes to treating managers, because they had a good manager before this, Thomas Tuchel. And as we know, when new owners come in, they have their big ideas, stuff like that, and they like to think that they know better, and they want to make the managerial change. Oh, for crying out loud! Sorry, guys, got my earphones stuck then. Sorry, guys, got my headphones stuck round my chair then. So sorry, guys, I got my headphone caught in my chair on the arm of the chair then. Because obviously the other earphones down here, I've got one in my ear and the other earphone down at the side, so it got caught in the chair. I didn't want to break it basically, and then I've got no way of hearing what's going on at the game. But yeah, good to see you, Billy. Like I say, mate, gutted to see that you guys struggling at the minute. Although you got to give credit to Southampton, they've coming from nowhere. We thought they were starting to look like they were down and out, but they've actually starting to put up a fight, haven't they? Joey's saying, "Hi, Billy. How are you feeling? What's going on with Chelsea?" Yeah, great question, that, Joey. They look like they're really struggling at the minute. Billy Random Click saying, "Hi, Joey. Well, I've made a full recovery from the illness, but I don't know what's going on. It's a joke." All right. Well, it's good to hear that you're feeling much better, Billy. Obviously, Billy not feeling a bit under the weather last week, not feeling at his best, but good to hear that you're doing well, mate, and feeling much better. That's good to hear. And like I say, yes, I think we're struggling to figure out what's going on with Chelsea as well at the minute. Billy's saying Potter out now. I've always backed him, but I can't back him now. He has to go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I agree with that, Billy. If you're right, well within your rights to have your opinion. It's your club. But for me, I think big questions need to be asked about that dressing room, mate. This is how many managers have we seen come and go from Chelsea, where players just don't buy into the manager's ideas. I don't understand how such a talented squad, yes, can struggle week in, week out to get results. You're not scoring, and there's plenty of talent. There've been big headlines about the amount of money that Chelsea has spent recently, and I think that's the problem. Don't you can't look at the manager blaming for everything. As a football fan, I can clearly tell you right now what the problem is. Your team's got too many changes in it. Your new owners have come in and pretty much changed the entire team. Um, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You might have the money to do it, but it just doesn't make sense. You gradually evolve a team. You guys know this. You've been watching football for years. You can't just bring in a new team. You evolve it. You constantly, every transfer window comes round, you tweak it, you alter it, you just make slight changes. The new owners at Chelsea have come in and they just think that they can just buy whatever player they want, just build a completely new team, and it's just going to click together. Football doesn't work like that. Football does not work like that. So for me, I totally understand your frustration, Billy, but I think you guys should be, instead of getting on Potter's back, you should be getting on your new owners' back, because they're the ones that have put you in this position by being basically Billy Big Balls, thinking that they can come in and change everything within the first 12 months. Well, football doesn't work like that. So they need to have a big piece of humble pie and recognise that this is the Premier League. You alter things gradually. And I'll be disappointed if I see that the Chelsea fans don't recognise that and start calling for Potter to be sacked. Because for me, you guys as football fans, show your knowledge. Show your knowledge that you know that this problem is not the manager. It's the players not clicking together. Too many changes too quickly, and basically the players not rising to the challenge. So it's a part response. There's a bit of fault involved in what's going on at Chelsea, in my opinion, to everybody, every aspect of the club. The players, the owners for trying to do too much too soon, the players for not living up to the badge, not, buying into the manager's tactics, whatever. And yes, Potter also takes an element of responsibility as well. But like I say, for me, I don't think it's right to call for Potter to be sacked. I think you guys should just ride it out to the end of the season and give him a chance. You've got to remember, mate, you nicked him from another club. You can't keep doing that as a club. It's not right. It's not exactly. Obviously, you guys just want results. That's fair enough. But in my opinion, I don't think it's right. You don't go and steal a manager from another club that where everything was working nicely, going well. He was doing a great job there. He was well respected there. Comes to your club and then four months down the line is a load of rubbish. But I'm sorry, but I'm not having that. I'm sorry, I'm not having that at all. If it's not working, it's there's something not working within Chelsea. You can't just automatically presume that a manager has just gone from being a good manager 4 or 5 months ago, whenever it was he signed, to suddenly being a crap manager. It doesn't. There's no logic in that, mate. The logic in what's going on with Chelsea is to look at the bigger picture. And the reality is, your owners have made too many changes too quickly, and there's too many of them players that are not performing to the standard that they should be. Potter does need to take an element of responsibility. Absolutely, I agree. But it's a team thing. Everybody needs to take a portion of the blame for what is going wrong at Chelsea. But that's just my opinion. You're entitled to yours, Billy. I respect that you're frustrated. I totally understand that, mate. But in my opinion, I don't agree. We just keep this manager the problem, because you could change the manager and have the problem again all over again till the end of the season. Um, Joey's saying how many games he gone now without a win. It's been a few, mate. It's actually been quite a few. Obviously, they lost at the week in the midweek as well to Dortmund. So it is the defeats are starting to mount up. I think they might even be reaching into double figures now. To be fair, mate. So I totally understand the frustration from the Chelsea fans looking for for an answer, change, whatever it is. But for me, like I said, that you can make rash decisions and change the manager, and the same pattern of problems can still happen. So you need to be sure what is the problem before just blaming it on the manager, in my opinion. And I don't believe that a manager goes from being one of the most highly rated managers in the league 4 or 5 months ago to suddenly being a load of rubbish because it's not working at Chelsea. Billy's saying 2 wins in 15 games. Potter is a big danger. No, I'm sorry, mate. You're looking at Potter for all the faults. I respect your opinion, but I don't agree, mate. I don't agree. You're looking at Potter as all the faults. Football is a team sport, mate. You know this. You can't play. If you lose a game, you don't. Not one player loses you that game. The team lose the game. So I don't agree when so many changes have been made at Chelsea with so many players coming in and going out, new owners, new ideas, so much newness going into Chelsea. How can that all then suddenly a few months later when it's not working, it all boils down to one man? That makes no logic whatsoever. You're just looking for a fall guy. It's as simple as that. Chelsea fans, to me, that call for Potter to be sacked right at this moment are just looking for a fall guy. That is the reality, because you're not prepared to acknowledge the faults that your owners have made and the fact that you've got players in that team that are not performing to the level that they're supposed to. And this is another problem, guys. When you give out 8 years contracts, players know their future's secure for 8 years, so they know, oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. If we have, 3 months of bad results, the manager gets sacked. I'm still in the job. That's the problem when you give players 8-year contracts because they know that they're always going to get paid. They've secured their long-term future. So this is where your owners at Chelsea are showing such naivety and inexperience as of being involved in football. And for me, that's what the Chelsea fans should be looking at. You guys, are Chelsea fans, are very knowledgeable about football. But the question is, are your owners? And I don't think they're showing that they're knowledgeable about football. They're making boneheaded decisions. And now you guys are starting to listen to the hype coming out of the press and starting to look for a fall guy. And you're going to end up making Potter the fall guy. Potter should not be the fall guy. The fall guy should be your owners. Start asking questions of your owners making boneheaded decisions, coming into the club thinking that they can change everything in 5 minutes and it's going to work. Football doesn't work like that. Even the Glazers, as crapper owners as they are, even they know that. Even they've got the brain power to recognise, let the football people do the football stuff. They're one of the worst owners that the big clubs in the Premier League have ever seen, the Glazers. But at least they've got the intelligence to recognise that they know jack all about buying in players. They know absolutely nothing. But yet your owners at Chelsea think that they know it all. They've come in, Billy Big Balls, thinking that they can change everything in one season, and now it's going wrong. And you guys that are Chelsea fans are being encouraged by the mainstream media to look for a fall guy. Don't fall for it. Show that you have the knowledge as a football fan to see the bigger picture. Don't fall for the hype. Yes, Potter is making mistakes. Yes, he's getting things wrong. But so are the players and so are the owners. So I do not agree with Potter becoming the fall guy for what is going wrong at Chelsea. But that's just like I say, guys, that's just my opinion. If you guys think different, you're well within your rights to do so. You can voice your opinion. Just like I say, be warned. Don't expect me to agree with it if you're just calling for Potter to be sacked. But thanks for that, Billy. Like I say, mate, no offence. I take on board what you're saying, and you're entitled to your opinion, mate. But I don't agree that Potter should be the fall guy. So just hearing that another good save from Newcastle. Newcastle managing to keep Liverpool at bay at the minute. Sounds like Liverpool turning the screw. Joe is saying, gosh, that many. It's defo not looking good for him. It's not, but it looks like he is going to be made the fall guy, doesn't it? Stevie's saying, hi, Billy. You feeling better now? Nice one, Stevie. Yeah, he did say he's feeling much better before, so I hope that is the case. Our best wishes to Billy. Hopefully he's starting to feel much better. Minimo's saying, hi, Billy. A very poor day for you. It is, but we all have them, don't we, guys? We all have our teams, putting in poor performances. and not living up to the expectations that we expect, or the standards we expect. But thanks, Billy, saying I'm feeling a lot better. Stevie Allen, thanks for asking. How are you? How about yourself? Doing well, mate. Thanks for that, Billy. Yep. Good to hear that you're doing much better, mate. Stevie's saying, good to hear, mate. Yeah, all good, thanks. Absolutely. Well said, Stevie. It is good to hear that Billy's feeling much better now. Billy saying, hi, Minute. Very poor performance, but fair play to Southampton. They deserved the 3 points on the day. Massive respect to you for that, Billy. That's very respectful way of looking at it. Shows quality, that, mate. Shows quality. Obviously, I know you're not happy about losing to Southampton, but massive respect for you, to you for at least accepting that. It was Southampton, just the better team on the day, and obviously that's not easy to say when you're talking about your own club. So I do massive respect that, but respect you for that, Billy. Minimo saying can't see the owner giving Potter much more time, Billy. I don't know. I think the owner wants to keep him, but we'll have to see. I love Man United. How's it going? Welcome to Fanden UK. Great to have you with us, mate. Hi, guys. It's me, Huffy Gaming. Just changed the channel name. By the way, how are you doing? Huffy Gaming. That rings a bell, mate. I'd have to look at your account and stuff to remind me who you are. I do recognise the name, mate. It does ring a bell. I can't remember, mate. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, welcome to the show, and that's a fantastic name for a YouTube channel. I love Man United. Obviously, if you're targeting the Man United fan base, that is definitely going to help. I'm trying to picture who you are, mate. My apologies, I'm not remembering. But your account name definitely rings a bell, Huffy Gamer. I just can't think who you are, mate. So my apologies. But thank you very much for dropping in. I'll definitely look you up later and try and remind myself who you are. But thank you very much, mate, for coming and getting involved. Always great to see new faces or people I've not spoke to for a while. So thank you very much for that. I love Man United. Nicola Cameron. Hi, how's it going, Nicola Cameron? Welcome to Football Fanden UK. Great to have you with us. How are you doing? Good to see you, mate. Let us know what club you support, Nicola Cameron. Would be interesting to know what club you support. But like I say, thank you very much for dropping in and welcome to Fanden UK. Joey's saying hi. I love Man United and Nicola. I had to think about that one then. Oh, Minnie, are you seeing this? I wish I'd see this. Joey said, hi, I love Man United. Oh, that's quality. I know, Joey. He's probably dancing around the room now, steaming with frustration that I'm that he's written it right like that. Obviously, Joey is only saying hello to I love Man United, the account, but obviously coming from a Liverpool fan, that is absolutely top class stuff. But that's good. That. Oh, Joey, are you steaming? I bet the steam's coming out your ears now. Look, I'm keeping it highlighted on the channel. Liverpool fan saying, I love Man United. He's going to be so irritated with me now, and he's going to be like, Gaz, get it off the screen. Get it off the screen. Are you seeing this? Minnie, I hope you're taking notice. Screenshot it. You never see that again, because I bet next time Joey will be very careful how he words that. Oh, it's quality. Oh, that is quality. Sorry, guys. I'm just. We've got to have a bit of friendly banter, haven't we? Hopefully, Joey will take it in the in the humorous way it's intended, but I've just got to leave that there just for another 30 seconds. Liverpool fans saying, hi, I love my. Honest to get, I bet he's literally steam coming out of his ears, cussing me because I'm leaving it on the screen. There you go, Joey. It's gone now. Billy Random Clips is saying, hi, Nicola, and I love Man United. Oh, it's good. That is a good account name now. That in it is a Liverpool. Joey, you need to change your account name to I Love Liverpool. Then you can get United fans saying I love Liverpool. Oh, sorry. I've got to see. I've had one of them weeks where I need a laugh, guys. So I'm sorry. I find that quite funny. But thank you very much for that, Billy. Billy welcoming Nicola and also confessing his love for Man United. See what you've caused now by dropping in. I love Man United. Honest, I'm not going to be hearing the last of this now. The Fanden members of Fanden community now are going to be really careful when they mention your account name because they won't be cussing me. I love Man United saying hi, guys. Thanks for that, mate. Loving the positivity. I'm not sure you're going to get many people calling out your account name again. Joey's saying, you looking forward for the second leg with Barcelona? Yeah, that should be a good one. That was a good game the other day, wasn't it? Against Barcelona, Man United. Billy Random's clip saying, I love them too. I love them too. Joey saying, laugh out loud. I was gritting my teeth, typing. I bet you was. Oh, that is class. Honest, that is so class. Honest. I wish I could screenshot it myself. I wish I could have screenshotted that myself. You saw it here first, guys. Never again will you see a Liverpool fan saying, I love my. Honest, Joey's going to be plastered over the back of the Liverpool Echo tomorrow or on Monday. Liverpool fan confesses to loving Man United. Right over the back page of the Liverpool Echo. Oh, I bet he's cussing me in his living room. Minnie Mo's saying, I'm away out now. See you all tomorrow. Okay, Minnie, thank you very much for dropping in, mate. Great to see you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe. And like I say, yeah, hopefully see you again soon, mate. And hope whatever you're up to tonight, you're having a good time. But thanks for that, Minnie. Like I say, appreciate you dropping in. Always a pleasure to see you, mate. Joey's saying, quick, get it off before before Minnie sees it. Laugh out loud. Oh, I'm sorry. That tickled me, that, guys. Sorry. Billy Random Clip saying, stop, please. Stop. What am I stopping? I'm going to stop with the I love Man United. I'm sorry, guys. That just tickled me, that. But thanks for that, Billy. Joey saying, bye, Minnie. Nice one, Joey. Chelsea are the best. Hi, how's it going? Chelsea are the best. Welcome to Fanden UK. Hi, all. Chelsea are the best. Are the best. He's saying hi, all. How's it going, mate? Welcome to Football Fanden UK. Great to have you with us. Always a pleasure to see new fans coming, getting involved. How's things with you, mate? And obviously, a big disappointment for you guys today in the game against Southampton. But keep the faith, mate. Results have got to change soon. Hopefully, not too long in the future. But welcome to Fanden. As I say, mate, great to be with us. Joey saying, hi, Chelsea. Sorry, can't type the rest. Rest of your name, laugh out loud. You need to put, Joey, maybe try just putting the initials, mate. Just put the initials instead. He's going to be honest. He's going to be really cautious now typing out count names, isn't he, after I've given him a bit of banter over that. United comment. Chelsea are the best. He's saying, damn it. Obviously, they're coming out with these account names trying to get you guys that are not Chelsea fans and not United fans to confess to your love for these clubs. Joey is saying, is that you, Billy? Yeah, that might be Billy. Billy, that would have been a cracking joke, that, mate. That could have been the awesomest joke of the week, that, mate. Coming on, getting Joey to confess his love for Chelsea, or maybe somebody else in the chat. And Billy's saying no. Joey's saying, thought you want to change your name, then laugh out. Went to change your name, laugh out loud. Sorry, Joey. I'm only having a bit of fun with you, mate. I know you love Liverpool, absolutely crazy, but now we also know you've got a little bit of love for Man United as well. He's going to be cussing me, isn't he? He's going to be cussing me. He'd be like, I wish you could swear on the channel. So the big question is, obviously, guys, is do we think that Newcastle can actually get the win against Man United in that cup? So still 2-0, guys. 69 minutes gone. So Joe Linton coming off for Newcastle. So just some interesting stats for you guys. Shots on target for Newcastle so far, 3, and Liverpool 6. Shots off goal, 7 for Newcastle, 1 for Liverpool. Total shots, 13 for Liverpool and 9. 13 for Newcastle, 9 for Liverpool. And so that's the shot accuracy. 2 of those shots outside the box for Newcastle, 4 of the shots inside the box. So 4 of the shots outside the box for Liverpool. And so far in the game, possession stats are 38% Newcastle, 62% Liverpool. So obviously that's only a rough idea, guys, because obviously it's updating as the game progresses. But pass accuracy, both teams in the 80%. Newcastle with 80%, Liverpool with 88%. But like I say, still good 20 minutes of the game to go. But yeah, as you see, the usual high possession rate for Liverpool. I wanted to know if you guys think when Liverpool are struggling, if they should drop that possession rate. What I mean is, if they should try training tactics where they allow the opposition to have more possession of the ball in in like for example in their own half of the pitch, to maybe lull them in a sort of false sense of security. I'm not sure if Klopp knows how to manage like that, because he kind of, as he made quite clear when he came to the club, he's very much about heavy metal football, as he describes it, which is basically hard working football where everybody puts a shift in. Um, but yeah, like I say, be interesting. Like I say, no matter what, that's one thing I've noticed. Don't know if you guys have noticed it. But whenever Liverpool play whatever game they're in, whether they win or they lose, they always seem to have high possession stats. They always have a good amount of possession, no matter what game it is, and how they come out of it. So, like I say, it'll be interesting to know if you guys think that if sometimes that can be their downfall. Because when you watch them play, and you come up and you think that they come up against a team like, for example, Wolverhampton or whatever, who are prepared to just sit back, soak up the pressure, and hit you on the counter attack. That's when that tactic might not work to your favour. And as we saw when Klopp first came to the club, I'm not sure if you guys can remember this far back, but when Klopp first came to Liverpool, he did have a problem with that. He did have a problem with the down teams that were prepared to sit behind the ball, and it took him a while to figure it out, how to break down stubborn teams like Burnley and stuff like that. Just heard that Robinson, with an effort, so much harder to do it without actually seeing it, but not to worry. But yeah, I'd love to know, guys. Do you think there's some logic in that? Do you think that maybe when Liverpool are struggling to get results, they might be wise to just let the opposition to have a bit more possession? Obviously not in dangerous areas, but just, Liverpool try the flip side of it. Try that, reversing the tactic. Instead of you guys chasing the game all the time, if you're a Liverpool fan, would you think that maybe slightly changing the tactic? Because you guys can do it. I've seen Liverpool do this tactic in the Champions League, where they sit off more, prepared to soak up the pressure and hit the opposition on the counter attack. I've seen Liverpool do that away from home in Liverpool, in Europe, so they can do it. But maybe, I don't know, maybe a little bit of the fact that maybe that's something that be picked up on, that they don't see it as being necessary to do that domestically. I don't know. Let me know, guys, if you think there's anything in that. Joey's saying, was thinking if a nice swear word then, but can't. Joey, obviously, it's all right, mate. My ears are burning. I know you're cussing me in your living room, or you wherever you are in your house. But it's all good, mate. I'm fine. It's all good. I know you take it in good humour, mate, but you can understand why it looked funny. I'm surprised you didn't try disguising it a bit. That's why I was shocked that that you didn't try and disguise it a bit. Joey saying, obviously, comment responding to me taking the mickey of his comment previously. George, Huddersfield fan, Huddersfield Town fan. How's it going, George? Welcome to the show. Great to see you, mate. George saying, good evening. Huddersfield getting a small, getting a result today. We needed response and give Neil Warnock a brill start. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I'm not actually sure how you guys got on today. I'm just going to have a quick look. Oh, yeah, 2-1 win against Birmingham City. I thought, I remember us talking about that last night. I thought you guys, I don't even know why I've got them on anymore. Sorry, guys, just getting tangled up with the wires. No point me having them headphones on when I'm not seeing it. Sorry, George. Yeah, I remember speaking about that last night. I had a funny feeling you guys would get a result against Birmingham today, with you being a home team, and Birmingham kind of being a bit up and down this season, aren't they? So, really good result for you guys, mate, and glad to See you guys enjoying a victory. Joey saying, hi, George. Fantastic 2-1 win against Birmingham. Absolutely. And like I say, I think Huddersfield, that might help you guys now really push on for the rest of the season. Thanks for that, Joey. Billy is saying, I think that very correct. I think that's very correct. Hitting on the counter is a very good idea. That breaks against Everton was amazing. Yeah, like I say, mate. Yeah, just because I was just throwing it out there as as a question that whether you guys, because obviously we seen Liverpool struggling in the last few weeks, and if you guys go and look at Liverpool's stats after games, whether they win or draw or lose or whatever, they always have high possession stats. So it's just something that, like I say, that's what we're here for, to debate, football topics and tactics and stuff like that. So I'm just curious to know if you guys think that maybe Liverpool should be trying that a bit more, domestically. I'm sure you guys have seen Liverpool play in Europe, and they do use that tactic in Europe against tougher opposition. They know that they're not always going to get that high possession in Europe, so they will sit back and hit on the counter attack a lot more. But I think maybe in the domestic league, the Liverpool think that they don't need to do that. But clearly, when results are not going their way, like they haven't been up until the recent game against Everton, maybe that's when they should try it a bit more. Back to basics, compact yourself as a team, do the what's classed as the dirty side, the dirty work, whatever you want to call it, i.e., the defensive work, get that right, and then hit the opposition on the counter attack. Like I say, we know Liverpool can play really well on their day in possession. We know that. We've seen that loads over the last couple of seasons. But like I said, I just thought it was an interesting one to point out to see what you guys made of it. But thanks for that, Billy. Maybe I don't know. I'm going to try and watch the Chelsea highlights later and see what's see. You don't get a much clue though from the highlights. That's the problem. But yeah, see what's going on with Chelsea. Joey saying, yeah, we can be really good on the counter attack. Yeah, I've seen it, mate. I've seen you guys do that in Europe. You've been absolutely amazing on the counter attack in some games in Europe. I'm just saying that I don't think you guys do it that much in domestic league. Domestically. Maybe you guys thinking that it's not necessary, but when you're coming up against scrappy teams that are prepared to put 10 men in behind the ball and make you guys do all the work, then maybe that's where you guys could just, say, right, all right, well, let's flip the script. You want to sit down and break us down. Well, let's flip the script on you. You do it to us. You see if you can break us down. And then when they can't, that's when you can catch them out. Because it's reverse psychology. And sometimes reverse psychology can be an excellent way to get results. Especially with a club like Liverpool, because everybody knows Liverpool really well. All managers, all players know Liverpool really well, know the style of play you guys are likely to play and to use. Sorry, guys, just that's just typical. Um, so 82 minutes gone, guys. Liverpool on the attack down this near side with Robertson on the ball as they push it back. But no real response from Newcastle with regards to going 2-0 behind. I think that issue with the goalkeeper really took the wind out of their sails, didn't it? All out to this near side again. Robertson looking to try and get uh, Liverpool forward, and now Liverpool have got forward, cross into the box, and it's deep on the edge of the box now with Fabinho, but Newcastle managing to cut out the possession there. And now Newcastle looking to counter attack, but a tackle comes in. The referee giving no foul there, and now Liverpool come again. And now we've got St Maxim on the down on the pitch. From that challenge. Sorry, I'm just laughing. Does James Milner know how to play football any other way other than crunching into challenges? Absolutely awesome player. He might be in the twilight of his career, but how can you not respect a player like that? He's not fancy. He's not the most skillful, but boy, will he put the hard work in, and he's never afraid to crunch into tackles. And I love players like that just do the basics right. Just do, and that's what James Milner does. That's why he's been at the top level for so long. Because he puts the work rate in and he just does the basics right and puts himself about for the team that he plays for. And I'd really do like just seeing that challenge. Then James Milner just going steaming in with the challenge. That's just typical Milner, isn't it? Joey's saying he's a tank. Laugh out loud. He is, mate. You're absolutely spot on. I've got massive amount of respect. I'd love to, one day if Van Den is successful, he is a player I'd love to get on the channel to talk to when he retires, if it's at all possible. Hopefully, maybe one day with if we ask him nicely, maybe one day he might come on the channel when he's retired and talk to us. But yeah, definitely a player that deserves massive respect. Obviously, these days, a lot of fans look for the flair players like Messi and Ronaldo, the players that do all the silky football and stuff like that. But what some fans forget is those players don't get to enjoy that silky football if you don't have hard-working players in the team that like the likes of James Milner, and that's the reality. But for me, I love the hard-working players like Milner. He's awesome, absolutely awesome. He's a throwback to a bygone era, in my opinion. Youngsters should be in awe of learning from him to learn what it takes to be a professional footballer and put the work rate in. And yeah, I've got a lot of respect for him. He's an absolutely fantastic player. Not because he's skillful, but just because of his work rate. Absolutely. How can you not respect that as a football fan? You might not like him, but you have to respect his work rate. 86 minutes gone, and we just had Mo Salah getting fouled on this near side. On the far side of the pitch. Newcastle with a bit of a beefy challenge there, although I didn't see nothing wrong with it. And Liverpool with an effort there, but takes a ricochet, I think. I'm sure Klopp will be a lot happier with this result today and this performance. Certainly should take the pressure off a little bit, and all those, glory hunters can wind the neck in now, stop getting on his back. So we got a corner for Liverpool now on this near side. Robertson to take it, takes it short. Ball into the box. Header towards goal, but it's knocked behind for another corner on that far side. But yeah, Joey, absolutely, I totally agree, mate. He's a beast of a player, absolute beast. As far as I'm concerned, he deserves massive respect. Billy is saying, I think we need to hit on the counter because we've been controlling the ball and it's not been going our way. Also, Potter was great at it at Brighton. Yeah. Well said, Billy. That's a good observation, mate. Yeah, can't argue with that, mate. That's a very good observation. You're right. Maybe the counter attack philosophy would work well for Chelsea right now and get them back on track. Um, like I say, if your traditional way you play um, doesn't work, then I don't understand why managers don't try it. But you're absolutely right. But the question is, Billy, with that, I've got to ask it. It's a fantastic suggestion, mate, and I totally agree with that. That changing that idea to do similar to Brighton. But the question is, do you think that the Chelsea players would buy into that? Because obviously, players that are, when you got a dressing room full of, talent like Chelsea have, that have some players with big egos and stuff like that, they don't always buy into that kind of tactic unless it's against teams that they know are superior to them. Like, for example, if they're coming up against Real Madrid or somebody like that in the Champions League, then they would probably wholeheartedly buy into that kind of tactic. But when they're playing the likes of Brighton and Crystal Palace and Southampton, oh, an opportunity there for Liverpool and a long ball forward, and just unable to make the most of that. Headed back towards goal, and it's Firmino at the back post, trying to just tap that in, but unable to get a toe on the end of it. But yeah, sorry, Billy. Yeah, as I was saying, mate, I think that's a fantastic suggestion. But like I say, do you think that Chelsea players would buy into it, mate? Do you think you guys have got a because this is the question: are the players buying into the manager's tactic? Because maybe Potter has seen that, maybe he's identified that, and maybe he's actually asked the players to do it. But maybe it's a bit of player snobbery that they think that they're too good to play that style against the likes of Southampton and Crystal Palace. But if I was the manager, I'd be just reminding them, look, you can only be a football snob if you're getting the results. If you're not getting the results, you go back to basics and use what's going to help you get back to winning ways. As simple as that. But yeah, but thanks for that, Billy. That's a great suggestion, mate. I agree. Billy's saying, I'm not sure, but maybe he can test it out for a couple of games, see if they would buy into it. Yeah, absolutely. Well said, Billy. Yeah, it's a fantastic suggestion, mate. Maybe even just if they could buy into it for just opportunity here for Liverpool. Oh, ball into the box. And Newcastle with some last ditch defending there, managing to knock it away. 3 minutes added on time, guys, and still 2-0 to Liverpool. Ball down this near side now. Ball forward for Liverpool, running onto it. And Robertson putting a tackle in there. Good sportsmanship there coming from Robertson as the Newcastle player just goes down with it after the challenge with a bit of cramp. Liverpool taking the corner short. Sorry, Billy, I'll come back to your comment in a sec, mate. Fabinho on the ball now as he moves the ball out to Trent on that far side. And then Trent cuts it back again to Firmino. Now with ball with Milner. Milner forward. I always forget that player's name for Liverpool. I forget his name. What's he called now? That young lad playing up front. I forgot his name. Obviously, I know Mo Salah and Firmino, but I always forget the other lad. I can't remember his name now. It's just too many players' names to remember in football. It's annoying. Firmino on the ball now on this near side, but he's lost it, and Newcastle regain possession as the ball just crosses the line. So we're almost up to full time with the 3 minutes added on. And as I said at half time, I think I thought it was going to be a difficult ask for Newcastle to turn this around, and it's proved that way. But Newcastle can still be proud of themselves. They're doing really well, um, and there's plenty of football still to be played. There goes the full time whistle, guys. So it's finished Newcastle 0, Liverpool 2. Sorry about that, Billy. So yeah, Billy was saying, but yeah, like I said, mate, I think if you guys could get the players to buy into that just for 2 or 3 games, that could be the key to just getting you guys back to where you were. You know, it only, I think, a team with the quality of Chelsea, it would only take 2 back-to-back wins. For you guys to get back, back on track and feel the confidence flowing through the team again, and be able to start playing how you like to play. So I think if the players, if I were the manager, I'd just said to them, look, buy into this. We're playing crap. Excuse my language. We're playing rubbish. We're not doing well. We're not scoring goals. So therefore, let's get back to basics, get our confidence back, make life difficult for the opposition, and work our way back um, to where we know we can be. That's his name, isn't it? Diego Jota. I always forget his name. I don't know why. I've known him for a while now, but just got one of them names that just not sticking in my head. Um, but yeah, thanks for that, Billy. And like I say, mate, I think you agree. I think, like I said, I think club like Chelsea would not need to do that for long. But I think it would be a good idea to just do it for a couple of games to get the confidence flowing back through the team and probably get you guys back to winning ways. I think. Joey's saying, would defo be worth a try, Billy? Absolutely, yeah, totally agree. Joey's saying, who you got next, Billy? Tottenham. Tottenham, I think, is Billy's replying. Tottenham, I think that's a difficult one, mate. Absolutely, really difficult game. Is that away or at home? Um, let's have a look. If I can quickly have a look, see if um, um, so is that. Sorry, guys, just bear with me a second. I'm just looking at next week's games. Yep, you're right, mate. Oh, Tottenham, yeah, Tottenham away on the next Sunday. Um, that's Chelsea's next fixture. Tottenham away, and yeah, that's the game that's caused the problem, innit? Because there's a big hoo-ha about Newcastle fans have got the ump because they're saying that their kickoff time should be around that time, the same time as you guys, but the Sky have decided to move the fixture to accommodate the Premier League game kicking off at 1:30, so the EFL Cup final doesn't kick off until 4:30, which is an absolute nightmare for all those fans coming down from the north. Um, in fact, all fans will be coming down from the north because obviously Newcastle are the furthest north, but Man United, also in the north of England. So it's an absolute disgrace that the TV are ruling the games like this. Yes, obviously in theory it's a great kickoff time, but when you take account of the fans travelling, it's a terrible kickoff time. If you've got work on Monday morning, how are you meant to be able to get to that game? There's only one way, isn't there, guys? You have to lose a day's work. So you're paying out all that money to go to a cup final, and they also expect you to lose a day's, work just to accommodate Sky and their obsession with controlling all aspects of the Premier League. It's an absolute disgrace. But nothing's going to change, guys, until fans have a voice in football, because the football authorities don't care. All they care about is that the pound notes keep going in the bank. That's all the Premier League cares about. That's all the EFL cares about, and that's all the football clubs care about, or the owners of football clubs care about. Until we get fan representation truly in football, none of this is going to change. No, we're never going to be able to fight Sky. And like I say, if I've got out to do with it and I can get enough fans to support the project, I will happily use my big mouth to speak up for fans and what's right for fans, because I think we need that. I think we need somebody that speaks up for fans and challenges the powerhouses in football that are showing no consideration whatsoever to the fans, especially the likes of Sky. They're an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace. Billy is saying away at Tottenham. I'm not sure if we can get anything, but I'm feeling positive. A draw at least. Yeah, mate. But to be fair, that would be the perfect game, wouldn't it? Against Tottenham, going away. Yes, it's a difficult game, but it would be the perfect game for Potter to try that tactic, like you said. He did it well at Brighton. Can he implement it at Chelsea? It would be the perfect game to do that, mate. But to get you guys back to winning ways. And like I said, I think you guys could soak up all the pressure. You're more than capable of doing it. Who did Tottenham just play now? Well, yeah, Man City. It was Man City when it. Man City did a job on Tottenham at their ground. So Chelsea more than capable of doing that. But you've got to go there with that mindset of soak up whatever pressure they're going to chuck at you, because they are going to come at you because they're at home. It's their home game. So they are going to come at you. But I think if you're, if your players, the manager, go there with the right mindset, start the game by soaking up the pressure and then hit them on the counter attack, and that could rattle Tottenham. Man City did it, and it rattled them. Man City did it against Tottenham, and that shows. And then they enjoyed large spells of possession in that game as well, because they put Tottenham on the back foot with an a reasonably early goal. So yeah, like I say, mate, I think Chelsea would be perfect. That game is perfect for Chelsea to play that style and see if it can help you guys get some confidence back in your team. Go there, soak up the pressure, let Tottenham come on to you, and then hit them on the counter attack. Because I would have said that you guys got more than capable, got the forward players to go and really catch Tottenham out on the counter attack counter attack. And let's be honest, as good as Tottenham squad are, Harry Kane is not really the kind of striker that likes to work through defenses. He likes to score goals a lot on counter attack and set pieces. He's not really a player that's going to take on 3, 4, 5 defenders, to create a goal scoring opportunity. So I think that could work beautifully for you guys, because, like I say, not only would it work well for you, but it'd also frustrate Tottenham's best striker, which is obviously Harry Kane. Because, like I say, he doesn't like it when he's got to break through defences. He likes to hit you on the counter attack. He likes the ball in behind. And he likes to, like I say, he likes also scoring goals from set pieces. But if you guys have a compact defence and flip the script and hit them on the counter attack, I'll guarantee you that I would almost guarantee you anyway that I think Tottenham would find that really frustrating and surprising as well, because they probably wouldn't expect that style of play from Chelsea. But let me know if you guys agree or not. Let me know. Joey's saying, agree, Gaz. Fingers crossed you get something, Billy. Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, we'll hope you. I'll certainly be hoping that you guys can turn things around. Like I say, I've nothing against Tottenham too badly. I don't hate them or nothing, but they are probably the club, one of the clubs that I least like, if I'm honest. Because, like I say, just because of the history that they've had with Bolton. Like I say, I think they've had more than enough opportunities, and these clubs that keep having opportunity after opportunity after opportunity and don't win nothing should step aside and let somebody else have an opportunity. And Tottenham have had enough opportunities and not won nothing, haven't they? Just sorry, guys, just a bit of a joke that. Thanks for that, Joey. Billy's saying if we can try it, Tottenham on the counter, there's every chance it will work. Absolutely, I agree, mate. Because I don't think Tottenham would expect that. I think they would expect you to turn up there and come on to them straight from the start. And you know, I think they would expect to be the team hitting you guys on the counter attack. So if you go there and flip the script, I think that will throw them off. Off their preparation, because that's probably what they'll do, mate. Their preparation will, for that game will probably be thinking that you guys are going to have large percent possession of the football, and they're going to try and catch you out with that. And like I say, for me, I think you guys would be great. That'd be a perfect game for Chelsea to flip the script and try the counter attack philosophy with more intensity. Billy is saying, fingers crossed, Joey. Absolutely. Like I say, totally agree. You guys could do it. So quickly, guys, shots on target for Newcastle, 14, 13 for Liverpool. Sorry, that was the shots on target, 4 for Newcastle, 7 for Liverpool. Touches in the opposition half, 27 for Newcastle, 22 for Liverpool. That's quite interesting. So, yeah, there's a couple of interesting stats there for you guys. That was a unusual one. Billy is saying, right, I'm off now. I hope everyone has a great evening. No worries, Billy. Billy, thank you very much for dropping in. Look after yourself and stay safe. Yeah, thank you very much. Been great having you involved tonight, mate. This evening, should I say? And yeah, thank you very much for that, mate. And enjoy the rest of your evening as well. Stay safe and hopefully catch you again soon. Apologies for the issues today. It's been a disaster tonight with the technological problems, unfortunately. Joey's saying, what happened to Bolton today, Gaz? Has the water travelled down East Lancs to Liverpool? Yeah, I think it has, mate. I think they've diverted it. If anything, our water's probably coming. Well, yeah. Our water's probably coming from the top and on the moors, in it. So maybe Blackburn have found the tap and turned it off, or diverted it to Merseyside instead. Yeah, but it's definitely not working in Bolton today, is it, mate? I think Blackburn fans have probably been up on the moors looking for the tap, or to divert the water away from Bolton. That sacred water coming from the deep depth of the of Mother Earth. Thanks for that, Joey. Joey's saying bye, Billy, to you. Thanks for that, Joey. Appreciate it, mate. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night and jump off. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the rest of your evening. Apologies for the technical problems tonight. It's just been one of them weeks. If it can go wrong, it's gone wrong, and it's just definitely been one of those weeks. But hopefully next week things will be brighter and a bit more positive with things clicking for me a bit more. But yeah, just one of them weeks this week, guys. So apologies if I've shown a bit of frustration with it. I'm sure you can understand when you guys have weeks like that, but it really has been a bit one headache after another this week. But not to worry. Not to worry. I'm not giving up. I'll keep fighting. Just encourages me to be more determined, to keep working hard, and keep trying to grow the channel. Hopefully, we will eventually have that success and be able to create something really unique for you guys in the future. But thank you very much to all you guys for being involved tonight. It's been a good show, even though I've been very massively distracted with the technical problems. But as usual, you guys making the effort to keep the chat positive, which is awesome. Billy just saying, cheers, guys. No worries, Joey. Sorry, Joey saying cheers, guys. Sorry, Joey, my bad. But yeah, thanks, mate. And thank you very much to all you guys that have dropped in tonight. It's been an interesting watch along, although I didn't watch most of it because of the problem. It's an internet problem because I have it all feeding in here for the internet rather than the TV. But I think in the future, probably going to have to look at doing it a different way. But that's something to worry about further down the line. But yeah, thank you very much, Joey, and thanks to all you guys. Look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully, you guys are doing something nice tonight, with it being a Saturday night. And like I say, hopefully, I will see you guys again soon. Thanks, Joey. Take care, mate. Like I say, enjoy your evening. Stay safe. And like I say, hopefully, see you guys again soon. Bye for now.